It's $1 million industry, and in Turkey, nearly all lavender production comes from one tiny village in the western part of the country, a village where women play a lead role and have literally grown a tourist destination from the ground up with their own hands. Adil Halim traveled to Kuyucak to visit Turkey's lavender village.
Huriye Tezcan doesn't mind getting her hands dirty, but she rarely gets a chance to stop and smell the lavender. She knows it's her moneymaker. Like Tezcan, her entire village depends on the flowering plant for a living.
Lavender has changed our lives completely. We produce all sorts of lavender products: water, oil, cream, cologne, jam, ice cream, shower gel, you name it. Before, we used to only sell lavender itself, but once we started producing lavender products, we started making money.
Lavender has been grown in Kuyucak for decades, but it's only been 3 years since the village started becoming a tourist destination, thanks to the efforts of these women. The remote village is nearly 50 kilometers away from Isparta, traditionally known as the City of Roses, so the odds were stacked against them.
There was a time during the project when the women lost their confidence. People around them were saying that they won't succeed no matter how hard they work. This was demoralizing. Then we took them to Bursa, where women were contributing to their village and city with their own projects. It was a very good example for them.
After returning, 17 women formed a cooperative and began working on the Lavender Village project. Kuyucak now accounts for 93% of Turkey's lavender production. As lavender grew, so did a sense of pride. Now a hotspot for bloggers and photographers, the village went from 0 tourists 2 years ago to 140,000 last year.
We wanted our women to contribute to our economy. They were already contributing, but their names were not heard. In every job, we have women in the background. Why don't we have them in forefront? That's why we established this cooperative.
The hope is these lavender fields not only grow as a tourism draw for the Turkish countryside, but more importantly, a livelihood continues to bloom for the village's economically disadvantaged women. The women's initiative has had a domino effect throughout the community. Many businesses are thriving.
Our life became more exciting and filled with color, literally. Before, we'd get bored easily, but now, brides, grooms and musicians take photos and videos in my field. I'm so happy. We are proud we made our voices heard through lavender.
A sentiment echoed across the village.
If there was no lavender, we would not own anything. We would not do anything. Lavender gave us capital.
And a blossoming business. Adil Halim, Straight Talk, Kuyucak, Isparta.
That's all for this edition of Straight Talk with me, Ali Canayanlar. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please do share them with us on Twitter with #StraightTalk. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, take care and goodbye.